Hello, I'm Fantastic, and before I start talking about this week's topic, I just want to apologize for how shitty this video quality is. I'm just doing it on my webcam. I'm exhausted. I've had a really busy week slash day, but it's Monday here, which means that it's Sunday everywhere else, or at least like in the States and Canada. So technically, I'm still not late, technically, for this week. And I made a pact to myself at the start of the year that I was going to upload every single week, 52 videos from me this year, no matter what. And so I want to try and balance that. And so even though this video is kind of in shitty quality, bear with, I'm sorry. Oh, there goes my cat. Move. Sorry about that. This is going really well. But yeah, I had a really busy day. Uni's starting this week, well, next week. And so it's like orientation week. So I'm doing a lot for my committee because I'm on the Harry Potter Club. So it's just been really busy. So this week I've just had no time. Plus I've also got the GAMSAT coming up, which is a like 6-hour long exam. A 6-hour long exam to get me into medicine, or at least attempt to get me into medicine. So I'm stressing. I've just been really busy. So I'm sorry, I haven't had time to film a video. I don't have enough time to film a video now because I'm so exhausted. I'm basically going to go have dinner and go straight to bed. I'm so tired. So I thought I'd just quickly film a video on the webcam so I can get a video up there, so I'm really sorry. Anyway, so this week's topic is personal victories, I believe. It kind of reminds me of the topic we had probably, I think it was sometime in 2015, about life goals. And I talked a lot about little goals and having little objectives. And I'm going to kind of follow that because I talked a lot about how during the time when I realized I was trans, before I started transitioning, all of my goals really were linked to transition. Like, sure, I had other goals. Like, I've always wanted to do medicine, and I wanted to do well at school, and I wanted to have a family and be a dad. Like, obviously, I've got a whole bunch of different goals, but so many of my goals were completely taken over by transition. And honestly, the same thing has happened with my victories. I feel like a lot of the time, my personal victories are very much linked to transition. The fact that I managed to come out to everyone and change my name and start hormones and get surgery, like lots of these things, I'm really proud of being able to get there. And so when I think about this, I often think about it in terms of my transition. And I don't really like that. I don't really want all of my... Hello? Hello? Stop talking, please. Yes, I love you too. This is going really well. So I think victories besides transition related, I think probably living alone. Like, I'm very proud of how I managed to cope with living alone because I'm a very extroverted person and I get very lonely. I think the fact that I can live alone and that I can cope living alone, I'm quite proud of myself for that. That's just a little thing that I'm proud of. And I guess I'm really proud of my personality. Like, I'm not the sort of person that loves myself. I struggle a lot with, self-acceptance, and there are lots of things about myself that I'd like to change, but as a whole, as a person, I really like the person I am, and I think that that's a really great thing. I really like myself as a person, and that's not really a victory, it's not really a personal victory, but I think the victory in that is that I didn't let anything that's happened to me change me as a person in a way that makes me unhappy. A lot of the time people who struggle or who go through things, a lot of the time it can really affect who they are and turn them into someone that they never really thought that or wanted to be. I know lots of people who sort of, I guess, in the situation sort of went harder, and weren't as soft and as kind. And I feel like I'm a friendly, kind person, and I genuinely believe that. And I think that's probably my biggest victory, that I feel like, in spite of everything, I'm me, and I'm able to live as myself authentically. Transition related or not, I don't give a shit what other people think. I'm gonna do myself and be myself, and I didn't lose my empathy towards others, And sure, I might have been selfish in regards to doing what was best for me, but I don't consider that selfish a bad thing, I think putting yourself first is the most important thing to do, and the fact that I've managed to do that without feeling like I've become a selfish person or going against my morals, or please, sorry, Minnie jumped on my computer, but that was a good reminder that I need to wrap this up and that I'm kind of going off on a weird tangent, but I think if I can give anyone advice, it would be just try and, no matter what, be yourself and make sure that you're a person that you are proud of. Don't go against who you are or who you want to be or what you believe is right because the world has turned you against yourself. That sounds super like over the top motivational, like a little bit dorky, but I hope I make sense, like don't sacrifice who you are, even though it might be hard and sometimes it might feel easier to go against who you are in order to do that. Because I feel like a lot of the time I felt like I had to go against who I was and be unkind, or I let the rage and anger and jealousy and everything consume me. But I feel like I've managed to get through it quite well. And now I'm on the other side, and I don't think that it's affected my life in such a big way. And obviously, in hindsight, there are a lot of things I'm not proud of. And I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think everyone's got things that they regret, everyone's got things that they aren't proud of. But I think the real victory is realizing that at the end of the day, when you go to bed, you like the person you are. And that might be completely off topic and I might not be making any sense. I might be really rambling, but I think that's the most important thing you can give yourself, no matter what, where you end up, what you do with your life. If you go to bed every day feeling like, you know what, I like the person I am and I am happy with the person I am, and not necessarily you like everything about yourself, but if you feel like as a person you are a good person and you feel like you do right by other people and that's what you want to do, I think that's the biggest victory of all. I can't remember the exact quote, but I remember it. I remember a quote, and I think it's something along the lines of "Be soft, even though the world makes you want to be hard." And that sounds like a real bad sexual innuendo. I regret the phrasing of that so badly. Oh my god! But you know what I mean. Just although it might be tempting, and maybe I'm kind of feeling that way recently, and maybe that's why I'm thinking about it in this way. But no matter how tempting it is to just be like, well, fuck everyone, fuck you all, don't change who you are. Don't go to bed and regret who you are and what you've done. Go to bed being proud of who you are and happy with the choices you've made, because that's really the best thing you can give yourself. I'm sorry if I made no sense. I'm sorry this video shit, but I hope you guys have a very good week. Next week's video will be much better, I promise. I'll actually film and edit and shit. Like this, I'm just so tired. Like it's currently 6:30 and I'm already ready for bed. I'm so tired. But thanks for bearing with me, and I hope that my ramble kind of made sense somehow. And I'm sorry if it was a little boring, but yeah. Catch you guys later. Bye.